Yo, what's up, everybody? I don't really tend to make videos like this often, but I do want to spread awareness to people who I find dangerous and harmful to the DBD community. And I've personally been affected by this person, and we're talking about Matthew Santoro. For some background, I used to be a part of his community as a VIP, and he would make group calls and group chats in Discord where he would talk about things that he wouldn't want other people to know. He will express his frustration from Spooky Jukes. He would call him like the DBD police, how he's not supposed to be telling Matthew how to act. So he's fully aware how he acts towards other streamers. Because he would get mad when Spooky Jukes would try to check him. He'd be like, well, Spooky Jukes is not the DBD police. I can act how I want. He will also talk about things like how he got unbanned from Dead by Daylight by using his charity work, and he would talk about his frustrations with smaller streamers, and he would just try to gaslight us into thinking that, yeah, this person is hacking. He would also brag about how he has mods that can do background checks on these people who are quote unquote bullying him on Twitter and in Dead by Daylight, and how he can dox their information and either blackmail or use it against them so they can stop talking negatively about him, even though these people would just talk about their personal experiences with him. And I was a victim of this background checking and this doxing when I had enough of his shit, where it was affecting my image because I used to be associated with him. So he tried to use that to silence me and make up false narratives about me when all he knows how to do is lie and gaslight. So here we have some screenshots in his Discord where he's announcing that he's going to quit streaming indefinitely and he's going to control his gaming addiction basically. I can give you the rundown of what he says if you don't want to pause it, but basically he's like, well, my mental health is affecting me. I can't keep streaming because it reminds me of the COVID times in his darkest place, blah, blah, blah. And basically blaming his mental health as he normally does, instead of taking accountability like a grown man should. Well, if you've seen Spooky and Drake's video, you know that he's a huge gaslighter. He's a liar. He manipulates people. He makes up stories, narratives to make him look like the victim. And if you haven't seen the videos before, then I'll link them in the description below. So you might be thinking, hey, how do you know he's lying? Well, I never said he's good at lying. He does it a lot, but he's fucking dog shit at lying. And if you're not dick whipped or starstruck, you can see that he's easily lying to you and he's using you so you don't see him as a bad person. So this screenshot I'm showing you here is him playing DBD after a day or two of him announcing that in his Discord, saying that he's going to stop streaming and he's going to stop DBD. As a matter of fact, he's been live streaming and he's been admittedly saying that the game is bad for him and that he does not play it anymore.
I spent 4 years of my life in a dark room playing video games, but the first 2.5 or so were because of lockdowns and because of the pandemic and stuff. But the last two were because it wasn't until recently that I gave up the gaming thing. And I realized it was because I was afraid to rebuild my life. I was afraid to actually take stock of my life and audit my life. And I was afraid of like, oh my God, I gotta, find new friends and find a girlfriend. I don't know how to be social anymore. And I adjusted really quickly, man. I wish I would have done it sooner. And I was very grateful that, there was something that happened recently. Anyway, we don't have to get into it, but something happened recently where somebody was saying something and it made me realize that I'm really unhappy playing the game that I was playing for like 4 years, and I needed to give up that addiction. And like I said, every time something quote unquote negative would happen in the human mind, there's always a silver lining to it. And I believe it was the hand of God recently that sort of pushed me out of that, and or the universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe in. But yeah,
his words, he does not play the game anymore. He said that he recognizes it's a problem and he's going to stop playing the game. But here he is literally playing the game right now. And some strange coincidence, some magical 4-leaf clover bullshit, some strange phenomena, this one VOD where he was playing DBD is hidden, but all the other VODs on the streamer's channel is available to watch. I wonder why. Maybe he told him, hey, I want to play some DBD. Can you hide the VODs? Or maybe the streamer was like, well, I don't think I'm good vibes today, so I'm just gonna hide this particular VOD. Who knows? But it's really fucking strange that he will hide this VOD and then every other VOD in existence on his channel is available. So maybe he just doesn't want people to know that he's playing Dead by Daylight because it's hard to stop. That's what addictions are. They're difficult to stop. It's hard to quit smoking. It's hard to quit gambling. It's hard to quit drinking. We all get that. But you can't really demand that respect or privacy when you're a known asshole and you're not even making the slightest bit of change or effort to try to change. If you watch Matthew Santoro's streams for like 10 minutes, hell, even 5 minutes, you will see that he calls people sadists whenever he gets BM'd. So, when a killer is tunneling him, humping him, hitting him on hook, whatever it is, he calls the killer a sadist. If he's on killer and the survivor is teabagging or pointing or clicking, then he will call that BM and call them sadists.
Dude, I have a feeling this guy's a sadist. He probably just goes around to games and like tries to prevent people from getting points.
Another
I
sadist.
think that's how he gets his jollies.
What did he even do? He didn't tunnel you.
Is what it is.
But when Matthew Santoro does the BMing, that doesn't make him a bad person or a sadist, apparently, because rules for thee, not for me, right? In that same VOD that's hidden, he's immediately saying, killer doesn't like me, bags were thrown. So he immediately said he teabagged the killer. But when it happens to him, people are sadists. Because Matthew Santoro, the all-loving God, Jesus, Lord and Christ, the person who changed his life around, stopped the gaming addiction in a matter of days, he can't be a sadist because he loves Jesus and he loves you, right? Multiple people in the DBD community tried to give him a chance, and we tried to see the good in him, because when that Spook and Juice video came out originally, the one that came out 3 years ago, not the newest one, I was one of those people who said, hey man, you can change. I'm gonna stand by you and I'm gonna help you change. I even sent him a long message years ago explaining how he's slipping up and he needs to try to stop and fix his behavior. He completely ignored it. He doesn't give a shit. He's going to continue being a bad person. Do not listen to Matthew Santoro. He will manipulate you. He will gaslight you. He will try to get you on his side. Do not support this person because he won't change. Multiple people tried to give him a chance. Spook and Jukes did. I did. Multiple friends did. And there are multiple people that stood swift with him and they see his behavior and they don't think it's nothing wrong with it. But low key, that makes them kind of a weird person to stick by him when he's a known asshole.